Hello, my name is Boddice and I'm a spiritual medium, and welcome to this week's energy forecast reading for the week commencing Monday the 13th of May 2024. Now, those of you that watched me do this before will know that I connect with my spirit guides and helpers and also link in with the wisdom of the angel tarot cards. So what I'm about to do is just shuffle the pack and allow this week's energy forecast reading card to come forward. So here is your card for this week. I'm now going to link into the vibration of that to bring forward some additional content. Well, first of all, I'm being told that this week will see you jumping into a new timeline on your life where you're actually going to take authority for your own vibration. In other words, you're going to say yes and you're going to say no to people, and you're going to understand that you've had this choice all along. You've had the power all along, except you've been giving your power to other people, and this has diluted your vibration. It's been making you feel tired, lethargic, anxious, worrying. It's affected your diet and the food that you're consuming. However, this week is going to change. You're stepping into your power, and actually you'll feel this resurgence of energy and vitality coming back into your life. You're going to know what you want, and you're going to trust that the universe is going to bring that in for you, but you're now going to have the understanding that you're going to take that leap of faith and move with that energy that is catapulting you in the direction of your new timeline that's coming into your life. Also, I'm being told to watch out for your sensitivity being heightened this week because you're taking your power back. There's something to do with, I feel, the atmosphere, the conditions in the atmosphere. You're going to pick up on energy. So if there's been an argument in a vicinity where you happen to be, or there's been some sort of historic activity that's happened in that area, you're either going to have flashbacks, like memories of that coming into your mind, even though you've never experienced it for yourself. You're going to have that experience. Also, I feel as though you'll be very susceptible to smelling other aromas that aren't necessarily in that environment. Again, connected to these alternate timelines in the locations you happen to be at that moment in time. I'm also being told to tell you to make sure that you're keeping yourself in check and balanced with your vibration. What I mean by this is something about you giving back to yourself a little bit more, having some headspace, not committing to projects, not committing to catch-ups and meetups, and instead pulling that vibration back on yourself and actually making sure that you're firing on all cylinders, so to speak. I do sense also that you're going to see things a lot differently this week, as you'll be able to see through people's motives and agendas. And this can be either a happy experience, or depending upon the situation, it could appear quite negative to you. But nevertheless, you'll have that ability, that extrasensory perception this week more so. Watch out for invitations coming your way this week as well. And I feel as though this is trips away, visiting locations. And again, you've got to trust your intuition with this, because some of you will feel that intense energy that you're meant to walk on a different path, a different timeline to maybe those people that are inviting you on these events or whatever it is there as well. I've got to say that there's some crying that's going to occur, some tears or emotions that need to come out of you this week, as this is mourning the old version of you that no longer exists anymore as you're moving into these new timelines. So let's turn over the card and see what the card has to say for you. The top of the card, it says 10 of Raphael. So I'd like to give you the angel number of number 10 to research, as that will offer you some additional content and information. But also the number 10 would indicate you've come to an end of a chapter. Like we were saying earlier, you're moving into a new timeline, and so don't resist these changes. Know that it is for your betterment, and you'll be given inspiration every step of the way. Feeling into the vibration of Raphael, I feel as though this is to do with your heart. This is to do with self-love. It's also to do with allowing your heart to be open to love, whereas perhaps on a previous timeline you was a little bit resistant to it. And this is because of some of those fearful experiences that you had connected in your past relating to your heart chakra there. So let's read out the inscription at the bottom, and it reads, "Love and blessings fill your life. harmonious relationships with family members happily ever after. Well, that's a wonderful relief to hear that, isn't it? And what a beautiful message there. So basically, I feel as though now you've moved into this new timeline, you've taken your power back, you'll have this magnetic appeal and this quality about you where there'll be no resistance. You'll flow into this new vibration, following and trusting the vibration of your heart. And by doing that, other people will naturally gravitate towards you, whether this is family, friends, or even partnerships, a romantic partner, a relationship, whether you're currently in one, whether you're single or you're married, whatever your circumstance is, I feel as though because your vibration has changed, move into this new timeline, that there's going to be a massive shift in love and romance where that is connected with you this week. So watch out. I feel it's going to start very subtly to begin with, but once you recognize that this is what's happening, it will blossom and flourish beyond your wildest adventures, and your imagination is what I've just been told. So looking into the artwork of the card, we've got the colour of green. That indicates growth as well. Also indicates grounding your energy, being present, observing, noticing what's happening around you. And it's talking about your heart chakra being more stronger now than it ever has been before in the past. And this is because you've done that inner work. You've released all of those old energies that no longer serve you, because you're now moving into this new timeline. Looking into the center of the artwork, we have this masculine and feminine energy, and that's talking about balance. It's talking about balancing not only both of your masculine and feminine energies and being all right about that, but also it's talking about a partnership. We mentioned this earlier. It's talking about a partnership coming in, and there's got to be balance there. It's got to be there in equal measures, and it will be as soon as you take that element of fear out of your heart and just go with the flow and trust that everything is happening for the good, the greatest good. Also, with this being said, they're at a picnic setting outdoors there. So this is talking about you actually getting out and about a little bit more so than perhaps you have done in the past. Stop making excuses. Get yourself out there. There's also lots of butterflies on this artwork there as well. So that is indicating change, transformation, with your sensitivity, with you being more open to that, open to blessings, and observing them and noticing them when they're coming in as well. There's an arc of a rainbow over the top there. So to me, that indicates this is heaven sent. The connection, this relationship connection that the card speaks about is heaven sent, and that you are to let your guard down and don't resist these changes. And also it's referring to your chakra system, that everything's coming into alignment now, and you're to trust, although it will feel a little bit intimidating when you move into this new vibration, because you'll be increasingly more sensitive. You'll recognize energies that aren't being said. You'll feel into connections and relationships, whether this is romantically or even a friend or a colleague relationship there. You'll feel the energy behind that connection rather than at face value with the words, with the exchange there. That's what I feel that represents. Also, there's a bandstand in the background. This is talking about music. Having music playing in the background will heighten your vibration and get you aligned in this new timeline that we're speaking of. It's going to help you to stay resonant with it and be present with this new vibration as you walk confidently, following the wisdom of your heart there as well. And also there's a tree in the background. That to me is talking about laying your foundations, being present, being grounded, and also branching out into new vistas of opportunity. So that's what I picked up for you for this week's energy forecast reading. Thank you for hearting, liking, commenting and sharing. If you've enjoyed what you've seen on here and you would like to help and support the work that I do, I have got a buy me a coffee link either above or below this video, which is a virtual tip jar. So all of your generous donations will be gratefully received and used in accordance with the spiritual work that I do to help people raise their vibration on their spiritual pathway. Also, if you would like to book with me any of my services for a reading or whatever, you can find a link in my bio, or you can go over to my website www.glenboddicespiritualmedium.com. Find me on Facebook, Glen Boddice Spiritual Medium. Join me every Monday at 4 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time with my radio show From Beyond with Glen Boddice, talking about all things spiritual, paranormal and self-help. This is on www.pulsaltradio.com. Have a fantastic week, everybody. Bye for now.